What's up, guys? In this video I thought I would tell you a little bit about the supplements that I take on a daily basis, because I got this what's it called, pill scheduler thing. I don't know, I can't think of the word. Anyway, I got this and I was like, oh, this is pretty convenient. I might as well just do this instead of having to open all of these bottles and that stuff every day. So anyway, just going to tell you a little bit about what I take. I take all these pills every day. Whatever, I can't open that now. Okay, so I take these every day, and the reason that I take these is because I have a job that requires me to be physically active and sell things. So it's an interesting combination of like a physical job, but I also have to be sharp mentally to be able to perform, right? I'm not like digging holes or fucking bricklaying or something like that, but I'm also not sitting at a desk where I can relax and take my time. So I need both the physical endurance and also the mental sharpness. And additionally, I need the like emotional stability because it's a sales job. And if I'm not emotionally stable, then, hearing no or getting rejected or not selling anything for a couple hours can be pretty stressful. So without further ado, let me see if I can actually open this. Oh my god. I swear I'm not weak. It's just it's like a special. Why isn't this opening? It's pretty embarrassing. Hold on one second. There we go. Alright, just gotta get the right angle. Okay, so let me see if I can get these out. Whatever. Okay, anyway. Just use your imagination. Alright, so the first thing that I take every morning is this. Wellbutrin, right? Don't look at that. First thing that I take every morning is Wellbutrin, right? 150 milligrams a day. 300 milligrams a day. I take 2 of these. For me, this is the key to emotional stability. Like what Wellbutrin gives me is, number 1, the emotional stability. Number 2, it makes me just like always kind of in a good mood all the time, without even really having to think about it. And number 3, it allows me to work without really feeling like I'm working, if that makes sense. I've used this analogy many times, but the first time I started taking it, I was in college, and I hated college, hated school, hated everything about it. But when I started taking Wellbutrin, it would be so easy for me to study things that I normally thought were just really stupid and pointless to study. Okay, so that's this. This is like, to me, this is non-negotiable, right? I have to take that. Oh, it's prescription pills, it's antidepressants. Oh my God, what are you, like mentally ill? I honestly don't care. Like, it allows me to do what I need to do on a daily basis, successfully. So like, I'm cool with that. If all I have to do is take 2 little pills in the morning and like my day is great, then, I'm cool with that, really, honestly. And if you're not, I don't know, enjoy your life. Anyway, the next thing is this Nuopept, right? I'm a big fan of Nuopept, and there's a noticeable difference when I don't take it. Why do I like Nuopept? Because it makes it very easy for me to think of the right words to say in any given social interaction, right? So basically, like, for those of you who don't know, my job currently is to sell hair straighteners at a shopping mall, right? So like, that means I have to stop people, I have to show them things, I have to say exactly the right thing at exactly the right time, I have to know exactly how to respond to them. I have to be able to read their emotions, read what they're thinking, by all of these like very quick, to make a very quick analysis of like where they are and what they're thinking in order to sell them something. So in order to do that, this comes in very handy. All right, the next one. This is DHEA, 100 milligrams a day. To be honest with you, I don't notice too much from this anymore. I know I am taking a lot of stuff, so like, who can really tell? But I noticed when I first started taking this, I had way more energy, like ungodly amounts of energy. I was taking a different brand also, so like, is it the brand? I don't really know. But anyway, DHEA is a precursor hormone. I think it's a precursor steroid hormone, right? So like, don't let the term steroid like throw you off. Like, it's not like an actual, I mean, I guess technically it is a steroid, but it's not, it's not like that strong, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, DHEA turns into other hormones based on what your body needs. You also have DHEA like in your body just on its own. And I think they did one study where they found that like people who had longer lifespans naturally had more DHEA in their body. is that putting the cart before the horse? I'm not really sure. But bottom line is that when I first started taking this, I felt really good. So I just kept taking it, and I've got a lot of pills in here, so I'm going to keep taking it. The next thing, creatine right here. Creatine, for obvious reasons, very good. These are pills. These pills give you about 3 grams of like these mixed types of creatine. I'm not sure really if there's much of a difference between these 3 types, monohydrate, phosphate, pyruvate. I think they did studies and they found that like there's no difference. Like they're all the same basically. And when they break down in your body. A lot more energy from taking this. It's not like a cup of coffee. It's not like that kind of energy, but it's just more, I guess, endurance throughout the day, which with my job is very important because not only do I have to do this job, but I, would like to stay in reasonably like physically fit shape while I do this job, which means I need to go to the gym. I need to work out. And not only do I like want to have a job and work out, but I also have like other like side projects that I'm working on that I need energy and like focus to do. Like I not to toot my own horn, but I push myself pretty hard physically. I'm up at 6 a.m. I go to bed at like 11, and the entire day I'm busy doing stuff that's physically taxing or mentally taxing. I don't watch TV, maybe like 30 minutes of Dota before I go to bed, like watching it, but that's pretty much it. I credit a lot of that to this. Highly recommend creatine. This one, this is Tribulus, okay? This is something I've taken before and honestly didn't really notice too much from it. But now that I take this, I notice a massive difference in my level of energy. This shit like amps me up to no end. When I first started taking it a couple weeks ago, I would take the 2 capsules, right? See the serving size there, it says 2 capsules. I would take 2 capsules, but I was noticing that I was very irritable. Right? I was very irritable, very moody for no reason, right? Things that normally would not bother me started to bother me a lot when I started taking this. So I had a ton of energy and I could do a bunch of stuff. But if anybody said anything to me, I would just get very, unreasonably mad about nothing. So I dropped it down to 1. Still notice a difference, still have a lot of energy, and this is a very big part, I would say, of how I'm able to do the job that I do and still work out and do all that other stuff that I said I wanted to do. I try to write like 1,500 words, 2,000 words a day for the blog and like do these videos, and I'm trying to also have a social life. I'm trying to do all this stuff, and it's not easy when you're a fucking 49-year-old man like me to do all those things. So you need a little bit of chemical help here. Anyway, highly recommend this stuff. They say it boosts your tests and your libido and stamina and stuff like that. Maybe notice a little bit of a difference in libido. Definitely a difference in stamina. Test, I haven't like had my testosterone measured. But anyway, this stuff is really good. Highly recommend it. What else we got here? Agmatine. Oh my God, I just spilled the pills. Okay, so it says AAKG. It's actually not AAKG. I switched the containers on here a while ago. This is agmatine sulfate. I made a couple videos on agmatine sulfate. It has, so like when agmatine came out, it was originally for pumps, right? It was I forget what it's called. It's like, there's some class of like supplements where it makes your muscles fill up with blood. Nitric oxide booster, that's what it is. That's how it kind of came out as. It's like, oh, agmatine will give you sick pumps. It's amazing. And that's true. If you do work out with agmatine, your pump will last much longer. Meaning if your muscles are full with blood for the entire day, then that's more nutrients that are getting to the muscles and they will arguably grow faster. Also, you'll look cool because you have a pump. Agmatine also has a lot of neuroprotective benefits. People will take it for pain management. And I've noticed that if I take enough of it, I would say around the 1 gram range, I feel a very kind of calm, soothing effect on my mind, I guess, is the best way to put it. Not that I really need to be any more calm or soothing, I guess, but, I like the pumps, so I definitely take 500 milligrams a day. And the one that is so controversial, Phenibut HCL powder right here. So some of you probably found my channel from my Phenibut videos. There are still some of the most popular videos on my channel, which isn't saying much because my videos are not very popular, but the Phenibut videos that I have attract a lot of attention, mainly I think because people, so what's the deal with Phenibut? This could be abused as like a legal high, right? Like you take Phenibut, once you get up to like the 1 gram, 1.5 gram range, you start to feel really good. You just have this like very good feeling of overall well-being. And the dangerous part of this, and it can be dangerous, is that if you take more, then you feel really good. And some people who don't have any self-control will take even more than that, and they'll take it every single day. And they'll continue to take it until they run out, and then they'll suddenly run out, and then they will go through withdrawal, because this does have very bad withdrawal symptoms if you do not take it every day. So in my videos that I made about Phenibut, I have a couple that are about how to avoid withdrawal. And it sounds scary. Oh my God, you're going to withdraw from a drug. Oh no. But if you take a consistently low dose every day, you will not withdraw, right? Because what is withdrawal is when you don't have the drug in your system for a certain amount of time. So that's number one. Number two, if you do decide to go off the drug, it's not like you have to stay on it for the rest of your life. You just taper the dose. I've found that tapering by 100 milligrams a day is sufficient to not notice any effects of withdrawal. And I only take 1 gram a day, right? Which is not, it's not, I mean, I guess it's not like that, it's not a lot, right? I'm not like jumping off the walls, like, oh my God, I love everybody. It's not quite like that. It gives me a very good, mood boost, I guess you could say. And I feel like it makes me a little bit funnier. I feel like when I take this, people laugh at my jokes more, probably because I'm more enthusiastic when I say them. It just it lowers your inhibitions is really what it is. Kind of like alcohol, right? It's almost like that mood boost you get from alcohol, but without getting the like sick physical thing from alcohol. It's very good. I really like it. I don't want to say it's a non-negotiable. I mean, I could do without it, but I feel like it just gives me so much, and the downside is pretty minimal. So I keep taking it. I love it. The next one is centrophenazine. Okay. This is, I want to say, an acetylcholine reuptake inhibitor, which is just a fancy way of saying it gives your brain fuel to do brain stuff, right? When you take, so like this was the old school theory with racetams back in the day. So for those of you who don't know racetams, piracetam, pramiracetam, those are similar to Nuopept in terms of the effect they have on your body. Nuopept is actually a peptide, so it's not a racetam, but it has a similar effect. Anyway, long story short, racetams make you think more efficiently, they make you smarter, helps your mental processing, and I want to say improves blood flow to your brain. The reason I take Nuopept instead of the racetams or any of the racetams is because the effective dose is much lower, and also I feel like it doesn't affect my mood negatively. Whereas with the racetams, especially piracetam, I'll feel very, I get moody, like very irritable. I don't know, maybe it's my problem that I get irritable when I take a lot of this stuff, but I don't get that with this, and it really helps my verbal acuity when I speak. So anyway, the reason I say all that is because this stuff and all the racetams, they make your brain use more choline, right? Which is, I guess, part of the way that they work, how they're able to allow you to be smarter and do all that stuff, is because it makes your brain more efficient at using choline, I want to say, or because it makes your brain work more, it makes your brain requires the use of more choline, something like that. Anyway, oh shit, oh my God. Anyway, dropped a pill. Okay, so anyway, this is choline, basically, or acetylcholine, which is a super powerful form of choline, or something like that. Okay, so anyway, it's really good. I've noticed that I feel much smarter when I take this. I only take about 300 to 500 grams a day. It's because I'm kind of running low on this, and I want to stretch it out before I run out and have to order more. Because when I order more, I have to order Nuopept. I got to order other stuff too, right? So I don't want to just like, I want to do one order, you know what I mean? And not like a bunch of orders. All right, what else we got here? Okay, so this is Modafinil. Okay, so Modafinil is like Modafinil, which is a wakefulness promoting agent. In other words, Modafinil or Modafinil, which breaks down into Modafinil in the body, is going to prevent you from falling asleep, is kind of what it does, right? Now, it's not a stimulant per se. It's not like coffee or whatever, I don't know, caffeine or something like that. It will just make you not tired, I guess is the best way to put it. And when you have the job that I do and you're on your feet all day, every day, and blah, 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 you have to work out, you have to do all this stuff, it's very helpful to not be tired, right? So like, and it gives you like a nice clean energy boost and maybe improves your mental processing a little bit. But what I want to say is that The deal with supplements is that like you don't lean on these, you don't depend on these for results, right? You use these as a way to enable yourself to train your body to perform at a higher level, right? Like think of it like this, like if you, well, I guess a body's not a car, but anyway, if you let's say you take creatine, right? If you take creatine, you go to the gym, you work out, your muscles will get bigger and stronger faster than if you don't take creatine, right? The creatine is just enabling you to train harder and to do more throughout the day, right? Same with all of these to a certain extent. Okay, so I really like Modafinil. It helps keep me awake during the day. The half-life is like 16 hours or something like that. So very effective at allowing me enough awake time, I guess, without feeling like I need to take a nap during the day. I don't get tired in the middle of the day. So I can do all the stuff that I have to do because I can't take a nap. I'm at work. I can't not just at work, I'm on commission. So I have to be active. I have to be selling. I have to do all this stuff. And then the last one is melatonin, 10 milligrams. I am a huge fan of this stuff, right? This makes me sleep so much better. Right, a lot of people will say, "Oh, I don't feel anything from melatonin. I don't feel it. It's it doesn't do anything to me," because they're used to taking Ambien or Xanax or something to go to sleep. But this is the real deal right here. These are 10 milligram lozenges. I have taken. I'm kind of running low now, as you can see. There's 3 of them, 4, something. Anyway, I've taken 40, 50 milligrams a night, and I've felt just fine. The melatonin is very safe, right? Lots of studies on this. They tried to figure out what the toxic dose of melatonin was. So they gave rats I don't know, fucking 6 grams a day or something. They tried to kill the rats with the melatonin, and they could not kill the rats. They could not give them enough melatonin to kill them, basically. So they did a similar study on humans. I'm not sure how many grams they gave the people. I mean, they didn't try to kill people, but they tested the limits of toxicity, right, on people with a study. I think it was maybe it was 6 grams a day for the people. I'm not really sure. It was like a gram a day for the rats, something like that. Anyway, it's very safe. 40, 50 milligrams a night. Not going to be the end of the world. You're going to be fine. Yeah, and I took it, and I feel pretty good. There is a paper out there that looks at all the meta studies of melatonin, and they found that 0.3 milligrams, not even 1 milligram, is the most effective dose. I question the effectiveness of that paper because I feel great after 40, 50 milligrams, or even 10 or 20. So cool paper, bro. But I'm going to keep taking a couple pills a night. Okay, so that is my little collection of stuff that I take on a daily basis. If you guys have any questions about that, let me know. Leave me a comment.